When it comes to lasting longer in bed, there are a lot of myths out there, and I am here to dissect the top 10 most common myths that men and women believe about premature ejaculation. And you are going to want to stay tuned because some of these are, as the kids say, real doozies. Hi, I'm Caitlin V. I am a sex and relationship coach and creator of the Come When You Want method for ending premature ejaculation and lasting as long as you want in bed. And without further ado, here are the top 10 myths that men most often believe about, I'm going to call it intervaginal ejaculatory latency. No, just kidding. Number 1, women want to be pounded away at 4 hours. Now, am I suggesting that women do not want sex to go on for a long time? No, not at all. But listen, an hour to 2 hours of sex is sufficient. You do not need to be able to be pounding away and penetrating for an hour, hour and a half, an hour plus. If you can have sex from start to finish, including foreplay, for about 45 minutes to an hour, that's phenomenal. That is really good. Women do not need too much longer than that. In fact, 20 to 30 minutes is about what most women need in order to have an orgasm and feel complete with sex. I want you to stop, pause the video right now, go down in the comments and write how long you think sex should last in number of minutes and or hours. How long do you think sex should last? Leave me a comment and let me know. Tip number 2, oh, this one hurts. They believe that there's a prescription that can fix premature ejaculation. To date, there is no medication that cures premature ejaculation. Anyone that tells you otherwise is straight up lying. There are off-label prescription drugs, often antidepressants, that can be used to treat premature ejaculation, but they don't cure premature ejaculation any more than ibuprofen or acetaminophen cure a headache. Sure, they can stop you from feeling the pain associated with the headache, but do they actually go into your brain and fix the imbalance or the dehydration or the combination of sunlight, exposure to allergens or whatever that is causing the headache? No, they're a Band-Aid solution. And antidepressants, which I personally don't want to take if I'm not depressed, are not really a long-term solution. They don't really cure premature ejaculation. They just make it harder for you to ejaculate at all, which is not better. Number 3, kind of related to number 2, that wipes, creams, and numbing condoms can cure premature ejaculation. What numbing creams, condoms, and wipes can do is make you feel nothing and make you go soft. They don't cure premature ejaculation, again, any more than a Band-Aid cures an axe wound. I think I've made that one clear. Moving along. Number 4, that it gets better with age. It doesn't. I have plenty of men who reach out to me for one-on-one coaching. They're in their 40s or their 50s. They're on their second marriage. They're dating a new woman after a nasty divorce. And they thought that now they would be able to last longer in bed because, dang it, they're a full-grown adult. Only to find out that no, they can't and they don't. And they end up applying to work one-on-one with me as their coach because they want to get this over with. They're tired of, the last 3 decades they've been putting up with coming too soon and sex being over too quickly and the shame and embarrassment associated with that. So if you're 18 and you're watching this video, good on you for getting on your sex education early. Know that it's not going to go away on its own. You're not going to wake up one day when you're 23 and poof, able to last as long as you want in bed. You need to do something about it, and sooner is better. This next one is rich. Number 5, that premature ejaculation is caused by too many nerve endings on the head of your penis. Listen, the clitoris has many, many times the number of nerve endings that you have on your penis. And yet, the minute that someone touches my clitoris, I do not explode into 1,000 bits and pieces. And that is because it has nothing to do with the number of nerve endings on your penis, which is why numbing creams don't work. See number 3. Number 6, that you can make up for it using your hands and mouth. Certainly a lot of the men that come to work with me or fill out my application form or that are in the Come When You Want course will say things to me like, oh, it's fine. I'm really, really good at oral sex. I'm really, really good at using my hands and my mouth. And that's great. I believe you when you say that you are great at oral sex. It's different. It's just different. Oral sex is phenomenal. I wouldn't trade someone that was great at oral sex for someone that wasn't willfully, but I wouldn't trade oral sex for vaginal sex and vaginal penetration, or anal sex and anal penetration. I want you to be a well-rounded lover, and leaning on your strengths and ignoring your weaknesses is not the way to get better at the game of sex, or basketball, or tennis, or Mario Kart, or any other game that you could insert in here. It's not enough to just lean on the things that you're already good at. If that was the case, I would never have gotten good at cornering in Mario Kart. It's been a long quarantine. I don't know why you would ask, but I am excellent and I would crush you at Mario Kart. Challenge accepted. Number 7, that going to a doctor will help you. I think you should go to a doctor. I think the average man doesn't go to a doctor nearly enough. You should get a checkup. Make sure that things are good. Get your testosterone checked. Maybe use trylgc.com/CaitlinV to get your testosterone checked. But no doctor is going to really be able to help you with premature ejaculation unless that doctor is a psychologist. And even then, most psychologists and therapists are not especially well trained in dealing with premature ejaculation. In fact, the average sex therapist gets a very outdated, but outdated training that's like literally 50 to 60 years old. And there's not a ton of updated science that they necessarily are utilizing as their standard protocol for care of premature ejaculation. Now, there are plenty of really well-qualified sex therapists out there that have done their own work and are using more up-to-date modalities to treat premature ejaculation, but it is not common in the field for them to be using more recent quality science or courses like mine in my Come When You Want method. The best that a psychiatrist, psychologist, or sex therapist can really do is help you to manage the context that your premature ejaculation takes place in, like performance anxiety or maybe depression. And if you're suffering from any of those, please do go see a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, or a mental health professional of your choosing. You can use your medical insurance if you have it, or go to Psychology Today or ASEC's website to find a ASEC certified sex therapist or counselor. Or if you don't suffer from a mental health condition, you can apply to coach with a sex coach such as myself. We're not qualified to deal with mental illness, but we certainly can help you to last longer in bed if that's what you're here to do. Number 8, I actually did literally do math, like 5 plus 3. 8 is you can fix it without any help from your partner. A lot of guys think that they're gonna cure their premature ejaculation without ever addressing it with their partner, letting her even know that they're working on it. And I strictly advise against this with my one-on-one clients. I want your female partner to be invested in you lasting longer in bed. The thing is that most guys, 9 times out of 10, they're lasting longer because they want sex to be better for their partner. And so by not communicating with her about sex, not communicating about your self-pleasure practice, not communicating that you're in the Come When You Want course, or you're working one-on-one with a coach or in a group coaching, it's not setting the strongest foundation for you to have an amazing sex life. Communicate with her, let her know how she can help you to last longer in bed. And if you're curious on how she can help you, I've got another video on how female partners can help their male partners to last longer in bed and beat premature ejaculation once and for all. Number 9 myth is that if you can last longer in bed, you'll automatically be good at sex. This is so common. The average guy that comes to work with me or works in my course thinks that if he can last for 30 minutes, he'll automatically be a great lover and she's automatically going to be screaming down the house every time you have sex. It's not true. It's not true that time alone is going to make you a great lover. Being a great lover is more than just minutes on a clock. And if you think that it's that simple, well, guess what? All the stamina in the world is not necessarily going to help you to get better at penetrative sex, which brings me to number 10, which is that your stamina is not the only reason that she isn't reaching orgasm from penetration. Bringing a woman to orgasm through penetrative sex, no matter what other sex coaches or internet marketers or other YouTubers have said to you, is a system and a process. It is not as simple as just banging away from the perfect angle using the perfect thrusting technique for 30 minutes. Any woman that tells you otherwise is lying to you. And I'm here to tell you the truth because I love you. It's more complicated than that. You need a system because it's not as simple as just beating the clock. In fact, it doesn't even start there. Being a great lover requires being able to read her, tap into her, get in tune with her, connect with her on a level that is beyond whatever the performance anxiety may have had you thinking and feeling. And so if you are interested in helping your partner to achieve orgasm through penetration, certainly lasting longer will help, but you need a complete system. I highly recommend that you check out my course, She Comes Too. I designed it just for men who deal with stamina challenges to become amazing at sex and bring her to orgasm through penetration. Bada bing, bada boom. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps your girl to succeed right here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you here next week.